is Janine Hampton. How are you doing today?
Not too good.
So what would you like me to address you by today?
My name is Kaletra, and I'd like for you to call me Kaletra.
Okay. Do you mind if I maybe take some notes just in case while we're talking?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. So what brings you in here today?
Well, see, I've been stressed out lately, and I have an abusive boyfriend, so it's not really making things better. But I really love him, and I don't want to leave him alone. I'm stressing, gonna get ready to flunk out of college because I can't stay focused because I'm worried about him and him leaving me, but then he beats me.
So mainly some relationship issues and possibly a little stress because of classes and college.
Yes, and I don't have a job.
Okay. Well, to start, there are some counseling options that we probably have available. What school do you go to?
I go to McMurray College. I don't want to go to counseling because I don't want him to find out because he doesn't even know I'm here with you.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you do go to counseling, it will be confidential. There's no way he'll ever find out. It's not going to be possible. It's also an actual shelter if you need to. Do you stay on campus? You know you have a permit. Well, if you ever need to get away from somewhere, there's actual shelter here in town in Jacksonville where you can go to for women that are being abused. And if you need to, you can actually found I believe it's an order of restraint, order of protection. You can do that there if you truly feel the need to.
But what if he still comes after me?
In that case, the police will have to get involved. If it gets to that point where you feel like your life is being threatened or family or someone is being threatened, then the police will get involved.
Because I was pregnant at one point in time, but he actually beat me and I lost the baby.
I'm so sorry.
So that's kind of stressing me out too, because I really wanted my baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still alone in this world. My family's not really there for me. He beats me. He took the only person that I knew that was going to love me for sure away from me by killing me, by beating me.
Do you have any friends or I know you said you're not that close to your family, but is there any family members or friends that you have around that you can go to in a time of need, just to someone to talk to or just to spend time with so you don't feel so alone?
Well, I have a few friends, but sometimes I really don't drag them into it. Because sometimes people can say that they're your friends, but they can still judge you. And just talk about you behind your back and stuff, so I really don't want to tell everybody my business because people are going to call me stuff, because I know in the end I'm still going to go back to him because I really love him and I don't want to see him with nobody else.
Have you thought about maybe doing a couples counseling session with him?
No, because if he finds out I'm going to counseling, he's going to beat me again.
So as you said before, you're afraid about going to counseling with him because you're scared that he might beat you. How long do you have left in school?
I only have 3 weeks left, and then I'm thinking about taking next semester off. But I do want to take you up on your options of getting into a shelter. Is there a way that the shelter can place me somewhere else?
Are you originally from Jacksonville or?
No, I don't want to go to my hometown either. Is there a crisis center here?
There is. There is a crisis center that you can go to. There's again the shelter. I'm pretty sure. What area are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from East St. Louis, but I don't want to go there because he knows everyone there.
Well, I believe there's one in St. Louis. Or is that would you have transportation there? Because if not, we can look up train schedules and bus fares and bus schedules.
See, that's still close to home. I don't even want to go close to home.
Close to home. Do you know anyone maybe in Chicago possibly?
Yes, I do.
Would you? Does he know anyone up there?
No.
Would you be able to get in contact with this person?
Yes, I could.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about one of the goals you make as we get to this point, maybe seeing if this person can take you in for the time being after these 3 weeks are done. Because you have finals, correct?
Yes, but I don't have any money, so how can I catch the train there? If they don't have a job, I don't want to stay with someone not having a job. I don't want them to think I'm just trying to stay with them free or food. So what do I do about a job? What do I do about money, transportation?
Well, you can apply for Link. So that'll be one source of getting, like, because I know you said you don't want to feel like you're eating all their food and everything. So you can apply for Link. You can apply here before you leave. You can apply when you get to Chicago. Transportation-wise, there are ways that we can work around to get you transportation if it's truly needed. There's a couple bus companies that give safe rides, and there's people around that are more than willing to help you. So by the sounds of it, your main kind of concerns right now are getting away from your boyfriend if possible, by going to Chicago and staying with your friend, looking for a job, and also taking off a semester. Is this correct?
Yes.
Have you looked into like what requirements are needed at McMurray College to take off a semester?
No, but my biggest issue with that is, like, when you get your tuition, you pay for both semesters, the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, like, am I going to get my money back since I already applied to stay on campus for the whole year? Or are they going to keep that money? Because if they're going to keep that money, I feel like I should just keep going to school because I don't want to lose that money. It's money I don't have. But I honestly want to just get away from him. And I know he's going to try everything in his power to find me or come after me. Like, I want to press charges, but he know people that work with the police station, so he just got off of it. So that's not helping because the police are on his side.
Does he go to school with you, or?
No, he stays here in Jacksonville.
Okay. Well, as far as getting your money back, you would have to go to financial aid because every college is different. But I believe you should get some sort of refund check since you aren't, you're planning on taking a semester off. And then I believe you would also have to withdraw from school, so you would have to go to, I want to say admissions, to get a withdrawal slip so you can withdraw from school, and then you'll get your refund check also. But you would have to check in to make sure that's correct by going to financial aid office. And then while you do that, are your plans to come back, or would you like to look into some schools in Chicago maybe?
I haven't really thought this far. Right now, I just want to, my biggest issue is getting away from him. What do I do when the police is on his side? Like, how do I handle that?
I hate to say it, but your only choice might be to just leave and to go somewhere that's safer for you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to transfer. Do you know of any good schools there? Are you familiar with the Chicago area?
Yes. The University of Illinois. What's your major, by the way?
My major is social work, actually.
The University of Illinois in Chicago actually has a wonderful social work program. It's the Jane Addams School of Social Work.
Okay.
So you can easily apply into that and just transfer all your credits. The only thing is, since it's not a liberal arts college, you might be behind a couple of credits, just because I don't know if everything's going to transfer over, just because it's a university. So you might want to start looking into that, but I believe you can apply now. You might have to take off a semester and just, you'll start school in the fall or in that summer of next year. But the Jane Addams School is really good. Loyola University is excellent. I also heard really good things about DePaul. So there's some really good colleges up there.
Okay. And if it's not too much, can you help me find some jobs there?
Mm-hmm. You can also, there's websites like monster.com and Snag a Job. You can set up an actual profile, and you can find, it's an easier and faster way of finding job listings online. And I believe there should be some jobs on campus depending on what college you decide to apply to. So you can also get a job on campus if that works also. Were you thinking about staying with your friend while you went to school, or?
No, I want my own house. But I have to find a job first because I don't like depending on people too much, because I don't want them to just try to throw that back in my face. And I'm used to just being on my own. I'm fun. Like I said, I don't really have family as a support system, so I'm used to being on my own the whole life.
Can you possibly call your friend and maybe see like how long is it a she or
Yes, it
is
is.
a she? See how long she's willing to like take you in while you look for a job, because again, if you're going to be in the city, someone's always hiring. It's the city. There's always some type of job opening, whether it's retail, the food industry, secretarial job at like an office. Someone's always hiring.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you seem like a very nice person, so I'm pretty sure you'll easily get a job. See that, and then also there are Section 8 apartments available if that's something you would like to look into, possibly. Okay.
How do I apply for Section 8?
There's actually a couple forms I can give to you. Would you like those?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you those forms.
Thank you.
So, by the sound of it, would you like to start coming up with maybe some goals that you would like to accomplish? Is there anything you really have in mind that you would like to get done before these next 3 weeks are up?
Talk to my friend. Possibly start looking for jobs and filling out applications before I get there, just in case it's possible for as soon as I get back here to interview and start working like that.
That's really good.
Fill out the application for a link card and start doing the Section 8. Does it take long to get on the Section 8 housing?
Depending on what apartment building you go to, kind of shows. But I remember I was looking on there for another client. I was looking actually in that area, and it was one apartment. The listings I want to say were like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay,
So
that's really good. So I want to do that. And are these? What is Section 8? Can you explain this to me?
Section 8 is basically a form of affordable housing. Depending on how much income you make is going to depend on how much rent you might have to pay. So you might have to pay $5, but then depending on if you make, the more money you make, the more you eventually have to pay until the point where you are no longer eligible for Section 8.
Okay.
But since you are, planning on going to college and most likely are you going to try to work full-time or part-time?
I'm trying to go to school full time and try to work full time. I need all the money I can get.
Okay, well, there's also a couple scholarship opportunities that I saw also. If you would like to look into those, I can give you the little web address also if you like that. Okay. But that's basically what Section 8 is. And considering you are a college student, you are going to be going there full time, your rent's going to be on the lower end of the spectrum. So, and then the apartment that did have the 2 to 3 week waiting list, I want to say it came with your rent, like what you pay for rent is gas, heat, and water.
So my utilities is
Yeah, your
included
utilities. The only thing you would have to pay for is like your cable, internet, electricity. That's all.
And another goal that I want to set for myself is getting a car.
Yeah, there's a couple of used car dealerships in that area, in the surrounding suburbs also, if you'd like to look into that. Maybe ask your friend if one weekend you guys can just go car hunting after, you get more settled in and everything.
And how do I go about I want a whole new phone, a whole new number, everything. I just want him in my past. I want to get rid of my boyfriend altogether. I just want him in my past. I don't want him to be able to find me. I don't want him to be able to call my phone and get in contact with me. Is there possibly a way I could change my name if possible?
Yes. As of right now, let's start off with the order of protection and a restraining order against him, since you are going to be in town for like the next 3 to 4 weeks. So we can go let you know the steps to getting that. You can go to the women's shelter here in town and they can fill that out for you. It's all free. You don't have to pay for anything. Okay. As far as getting a new number, you would have to just call your cell phone company and talk to them about that. And then your name change, you would have to go back home to the courthouse and get that done.
There's no way I can get it done in Chicago.
No.
I have to go to my hometown to do this.
I think you do. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Because each state is different. So.
Okay, I understand. So, those are my main goals that I want to work on right now.
Is there like a time would you would possibly like to meet up again, or?
can we do this again in 2 weeks? And then the last week I could just work on absolutely myself, and then like getting together. These 2 weeks I can try to work on getting my goals started. And then the last week I'm here, I can just pack and won't have to worry about it. Okay.
That works. So 2 weeks from today, the same time?
Yes.
Okay, well, it was so nice meeting you, Ms. Cavetria. We'll go over these goals. I'll get you the rest of that paperwork for your link card and everything, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you so much.